What's going on, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters? Hit like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all that good shit. And here is the Christopher Mcquarrie interview. The Mission Impossible director reveals his take on what his Superman would have been like with Henry Cavill. Let's get into it. Let's go.
It's been some distance now. What was your Superman pitch? You pitched another story after Man of Steel.
I'll never tell. But
Hell
it
yeah.
was fucking good. It was fucking good, and it was, Green Lantern was what had come to me. And
Green
Lantern's
Lantern,
a tough
there
one.
you go.
Yeah,
Very
that
tough.
power. That
It's a very the power is very
the weakness
very
is
challenging.
tough.
Yep, and I cracked it, and it was fun, and watching him learn how to use that power and giving that power a flaw.
Was it going to be Tom Cruise
so
as
that
Hal
it was
Jordan?
not
I feel
pure
like that's what he was going to do.
There was and it's all
Was
there.
it just yellow? Like that was like you're talking about Green Lantern?
No. Well, the whole the whole concept of Green Lantern is the ring has to be recharged.
Right.
The ring has to be recharged, and
Yeah.
that's not a bug. That's a feature. That's the thing that made it. Yes, you have infinite power, but you only have
on the
so
clock.
much. You only have so much battery life,
Right.
and that can
That's
run out
true.
at inconvenient times.
Yeah.
That for me solved the whole Green Lantern problem. The costume is another thing, and you can figure that out But here's the thing:
Just do it
I
like
look
James
at
Gunn.
any superhero, and growing up, if you had told me that there would ever be a Captain America or a Thor that did not have me laughing
Same.
hysterically at the character,
Yeah.
and how that is proof. Just check your certainty, man. When you dismiss an idea, you're not dismissing my idea. You're dismissing yours. You're
Yeah.
dismissing your concept of it.
That's
in
true.
the same way I was dismissing mine. So I realized, don't worry about the costume. Worry about the character, and how do you give that character tension and stakes, and also how do you do it with Superman? And Henry had a take on that. And I suddenly realized how
sure he
these two
did.
characters had amazing similarities, which also allowed for amazing conflict and an amazing universe-expanding.
So it was going to be
resolution.
Superman, Henry
Now I'm just
Cavill,
getting
and Green
upset.
Lantern.
Yeah, but I will tell you,
Interesting.
the first
That would have been cool.
5 minutes of my Superman movie, which was imagine you remember Pixar's Up,
Sure.
a sequence with no dialogue
What?
that covered that
Length of time.
character's.
Yeah.
Okay. The first 5 minutes of the movie was a setup after which you knew exactly what made Superman tick,
Yeah.
and exactly what Superman was most afraid of, and why Superman made the choices that he made. And it would have been epic. It would have been epic. In 5 minutes,
Oh,
the scale of the
man.
movie would have been absolutely extraordinary. And the other thing, and I hope
feel like he's
that
saying
everybody
my
who watches
version
this
would have been
movie
better than Zack Snyder's.
that enjoys
That's what
the
he's
end of
saying,
this movie walking
basically.
away. That's the feeling I would want you to walk away from, because that's really what Superman is about. It's about hope, and it's about it being inspiring, and it's
Yes.
and the
Bro,
joy
he's dissing Zack
that-
Snyder,
that
by the
that
way.
character created. I don't think you need to live in the shadow of Donner's Superman.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to live in the shadow of John Williams' score. But you do need to recognize that movie captured better than any other, with respect to everyone that has followed. It captured better than any other the heart of that character.
Yeah.
The problem with Superman
I agree.
is that when they constantly are trying to create bigger and bigger and bigger obstacles for a character with infinite power. Donner understood, and all the best sequences in Superman understand that Superman's greatest obstacle is himself. Followed potentially by Green Lantern.
All right, to be
It's
continued.
all right there, guys. It's all right there, just sitting there waiting
Oh
for somebody to
man!
make
But thank God we have James Gunn. But that would have been cool to see. That would have been very, very cool to see.